Have you ever wondered how a DC motor starts and stops smoothly without damaging its internal components? These marvels of modern engineering play a vital role in many applications where precise and efficient movement is crucial. But starting and stopping them is not a simple process. It's a complex task that requires careful management to avoid causing internal damage. So, how do we accomplish this without a hitch? The key to this, my friends, is a device known as the three-point starter. Now, what is this mysterious three-point starter, and why is it so important in the operation of a DC motor? Let's break it down to its simplest form. Imagine a DC motor as a high-powered vehicle. Just like you wouldn't want to floor the gas pedal and risk damaging your car's engine during startup, you also wouldn't want to allow a sudden surge of current to the DC motor. This is where the three-point starter comes into play. It's like a protective guardian, ensuring the safe start and stop of the DC motor by regulating the current flow. The three-point starter operates on a simple yet ingenious mechanism. When the DC motor is switched on, the armature's resistance is very low, creating the potential for a harmful high current to flow. The three-point starter counteracts this by introducing a high-resistance path for the current. As the motor gains speed, the armature's resistance increases, reducing the need for the starter's high resistance. The three-point starter adjusts accordingly, gradually lowering its own resistance to maintain the optimal current flow. When the motor is turned off, the starter resets, preparing to safeguard the motor again during the next startup. So, the three-point starter isn't just a component, it's an essential part of a DC motor's life. It ensures the motor can start and stop safely, protecting it from potential damage and prolonging its lifespan. So the three-point starter acts as a guardian of the DC motor, ensuring it starts and stops safely. Now that we know what a three-point starter does, let's dive into its components. The three-point starter, a crucial mechanism for operating direct current motors, is made up of three major components: the overload release coil, the hold-on coil, and the no-volt coil. First up, the overload release coil. This component comes into play when the motor is overloaded. It does an essential job of disconnecting the supply, protecting the motor from potential damage. It's a bit like a safety net, ready to catch any issues that might arise due to an overload. Next, we have the hold-on coil. The hold-on coil is there to maintain the connection of the starter with the supply. It ensures a smooth, uninterrupted flow of current, keeping the motor running efficiently. Think of it as a reliable team player, always there to keep things running smoothly. Lastly, there's the no-volt coil. The no-volt coil, as the name suggests, acts when there's a drop in supply voltage. It disconnects the starter from the supply, preventing any potential harm that could be caused by a sudden drop in voltage. It's like an alert watchman, always on the lookout for voltage drops. These three components work together, each playing their part to control the flow of current and protect the DC motor from damage. Each component of the three-point starter plays a crucial role in safeguarding the DC motor during its operation. To wrap things up, let us summarize the key points about the three-point starter of a DC motor. This ingenious device is crucial to the operation of a direct current motor. Without it, a DC motor's operation would be erratic and potentially unsafe. The three-point starter is responsible for controlling the initial current surge and maintaining a steady flow of current during operation. Its working mechanism is an elegant blend of simplicity and functionality. When the motor is started, the three-point starter's movable arm makes contact with the resistance coil, which helps control the initial surge of current. As the motor gains speed, the arm moves away from the coil, allowing more current to flow and the motor to run smoothly. The key components of a three-point starter include the movable arm, the resistance coil, and the no-volt release coil. Each of these parts plays a vital role in its operation. The movable arm controls the amount of current, the resistance coil provides the necessary resistance to control the current flow, and the no-volt release coil protects the motor from unexpected power failures. The three-point starter is not just a component, it's the silent guardian of a DC motor. It ensures that the motor operates smoothly and safely, protecting both the equipment and those around it. So, the next time you see a DC motor in action, remember the three-point starter, the unsung hero that ensures its smooth and safe operation.